Hello everyone. So I just wanted to come and kind of share with you guys a little bit about gardening burnout. Okay, so I started a second job and I have been super tired and just trying to maintain, some of the stuff that I had planted. And to be honest, a lot of it didn't do good because there were worms eating my food, and I just got frustrated and I was like, I don't care, just have at it. So today, that was like last week. So today I did come out and dig up some of that stuff and try to reclaim, my soil and plant some crops and all that stuff. So let me show you guys what I did. So I did come out and I was just being really lazy, but I did go ahead and string this up. I just clipped it on. It was kind of hanging, but I did get a harvest so far from these beans, this bean bush, but I have more coming in. Not a whole lot of leaves. I don't know what's going on, but I fertilized it, watered it, so we'll see what happens. This, I have no idea what this is, guys. No idea. The flies are in here because I did use some fish fertilizer. But yeah, I can't remember what I planted in here, and I didn't even mark it, so who knows. I think it's Swiss chard, but not sure. Okay, and then my carrots are doing really well in here. I amended the soil from this bucket. This was green peppers. This was tomatoes, both of those. So I amended the soil and I did go ahead and plant Swiss chard in both of these because I really like Swiss chard. And I planted kale, Russian kale in this one, bright Russian kale. All right, and then here are my cucumbers. They are looking pretty good. I will be stringing those up along this trellis. And then this is my pak choi that I need to go ahead and harvest. It was going to seed. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I'm going to cut the top off because I'm not going to eat where the seed was, but I am going to eat these leaves around the side. This is my tomato plant, which is doing very good. Cherry tomatoes, you see they're growing there. I have some here. It was getting kind of dry from the sun, heat, all that. And then I have beets right here. The beets are looking good. They were kind of wilted looking because I didn't water them, but I came out and watered them today, and that's what they look like. I planted lettuce in here. This whole entire thing is going to be lettuce because I love salad. So I just sprinkle seeds in there and let it do what it do. Over here I have, this is the Swiss chard that I planted. As you can see, it doesn't really have any color to it, but this was a mixture, like a variety, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to start harvesting a little bit of the sides because it's looking kind of wilted. I'm going to harvest the outsides of that, but the carrots are doing really good. I'm liking it. And I think I'm going to do 2 more pak choys here and on that side. And then I did go ahead and clean out my corn. So this is where all my corn was. I did go ahead and clean it out. I need to amend the soil. I need to add more bricks to the perimeter. And then I'm going to do a cover, like the cement plates, I guess you can call them, to sit on the top so grass doesn't continue to grow through. But I want to make this a little higher, like that level right there. And then add more dirt to it so I can plant stuff in there later on. Let's come over here. This has nothing to do with my food, but well, it kind of does. So this is where I had my butterfly bush. Okay, and then the other one was over here. Okay, so I dug those out, and let me tell y'all, they were attracting so many white butterflies, which are cabbage worm. They carry cabbage worms as babies, I guess you can call it. And so I think that that's what was eating up my food. So I just decided to get rid of those because, the worms can be harmful, and I didn't want my food to just be getting ate up. So I decided to take those out. I had that butterfly bush in here on that one for about 2 years. I split it in half, as you saw in a previous video. If you watched that video, if you didn't, go back and watch that video. And then I had split it in half, and I planted one over there. And so, oh, this lighting is much better. And so, yeah, they were huge, guys, and it was so many moths and not a whole lot of pretty butterflies, but it was a lot of moths and stuff. And so I was like, it's time to get rid of those bushes. So I got rid of them. Next year, I plan on planting like a lot of marigolds and a lot of different flowers that will bring bees to the yard, okay? We need some bees in the yard. We need some bees in the yard. But anyways, so that is what's been happening. Burnout. You can do something that is so great. And if you just are consistently pouring into it and doing it and doing it and doing it, you can get tired. Okay, so it's sort of like going on vacation. Like, you know how you're on vacation and you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get on vacation. And then you go and you've been gone for like 7 days and you're like, I'm ready to go home and get in my bed. That's kind of how gardening can be. Like, I seriously was just like, I'm not doing a fall harvest. I am tired. Like, this was a lot of work all summer, fighting the heat, the rain, just everything that was going on. And I was just like, I just don't even feel like it. And so I had to push through because I do still want to have food for the fall and into the winter. So I was like, let me just go ahead and do it. But I did take a little break in between. I wasn't watering. I wasn't taking care of it. I was just like, a sister is tired. That second job was kicking my butt, y'all. And my husband was laughing at me because he got 2 jobs and he was just like, yo, you're going to be so tired. I was like, please. And I've been tired. But anyway, so that is my update. And about burnout, just learn how to take the time that you need so that way you are not getting burned out, okay? You may have to take a break. It's okay if you have to take a break. Sometimes we need to just stop and just bask in the presence of the Lord and refocus and get ourselves together and get some strength back and do what we got to do to maintain, a healthy life. Spiritually and physically, in the natural or whatever. So take that time. If you feel burnt out and you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you do want to push through and do it, do it. But just make sure you take time out to be able to refocus and love what you're doing. And so this is your Jersey Girl Gardener. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I promise you I will continue to make videos to share with you guys how my garden is going and just continue to be a light to you guys. Hopefully you get something out of my channel and you are encouraged to grow your own food. I will talk to you soon. Your Jersey Girl Gardener is out.